Hi guys, it's Victoria from Capital Veg. I just wanted to make a video, kind of introduce myself and make a quick recipe. So we're going to be making a low-fat, raw, vegan, I guess you could call it an apple crumble. It's been a recipe on my blog that's been reblogged a lot of times, so I thought I might as well make a video, show you how it's made, because I didn't really get that descriptive. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what you're going to need for this recipe, I'm using Gala apples. I really like them. I also really like Honeycrisp, but they're super expensive, so I've settled with Gala for today. So these are organic, they're very small. So I'm going to be using 6 or 7 of these. About a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. You can also use cinnamon and nutmeg mixed together. I have 3 pitted medjool dates and about half a cup of mulberries that I've already processed in the food processor, so they're a bit more crumbly for our apple crumble. So what you're going to do, you're going to chop up 2 of the apples and set them aside into small bite-sized pieces. So these are going to be the chunks of your apple pie. So you want them about this size, I'd say, and then you're going to put those to the side. Alright, so I went ahead and I chopped up 3 apples because they're really small. I just came back from the gym, so I'm pretty hungry, and I just felt like having 3 chopped up in there. So that's all of my apples. You know, this is the perfect time of year for a recipe like this because apples are so abundant right now and they're so fair priced. Up in Canada we grow them really close to here in Quebec, so they're perfect, they're local, and they're organic. It's really important to be buying your apples organic. If you can't afford to buy everything organic, which I can't, that's fine, but apples are definitely one of those things that you want to spend the extra money on. So next you're going to take 3 more of your apples. You don't have to chop these ones as finely, you're just going to add them to your food processor, and then you are going to process them till they're almost like, I'm going to puree them, and they're going to almost be a liquidy consistency, but still a little bit of chunks. I'm also going to add in the cinnamon or the pumpkin pie spice with these apples, and it should be really yummy. So I'll see you when that's all blended. Alright, so that is all processed. As you can see, it's like a kind of like a wet oatmeal consistency. So all you're going to do now is add that to your mesh strainer and have a bowl under to collect the juice. It's actually really delicious juice. I always drink it. It's like a apple cider kind of taste. So yeah. My food processor is broken. The blade doesn't come out anymore, which is really irritating for times like this. So I'm just going to scoop it into here, but you obviously can take the blade out and pour it in yourself. So you can move it around to make sure that there's no juice stuck. And I normally leave this for about 10 minutes and just let it drain if there is any extra juice. I do this because I really don't like my raw recipes to be very watery. You know, sometimes at the bottom there's a lot of collected juice. And especially with this one, because I'm going for what used to be like a warm comfort food, I want it to be as authentic as possible. So I like it to be not watery. So we're going to let that sit, and then we're going to come back and put it all together. Okay, while that's straining, we can start making the crumble. So I still have a little bit of the apple mixture left in here from scooping it out, and that's okay because we're just going to reuse the same food processor cup. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to add my ½ cup of mulberries into the processor, and I'm going to throw in my pitted medjool dates. I just bought these the other day from the grocery store. They are certified organic, they're non-GMO, and they're super tasty. I only have 3 left. If I had more, I would probably add maybe 1 or 2 more, or some raisins if you'd like. So you're going to process that together till it forms a nice crumbly mixture. Okay, so I've had that sitting for maybe 10 minutes, so you're just going to stir it around, make sure all the extra juice is out. Oh my gosh, you can just smell the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It smells so good. My cat likes the smell too. So all you're going to do now is you're going to take your pie filling, essentially, and mix it in with your apples. I can move that to the side. So all you're going to do, stir it around, mix it up, because you want the more liquidy mixture to be like the inside of the pie filling, and the chunks to be like a really great homemade apple pie. So you can tell it's real apples. It's really good. And now the best part is the crumble that we made. I love this stuff so much. I love mulberries. I don't know if you guys like them. The dried mulberries, I use them a lot if a raw recipe calls for using nuts, especially in like a crust. I always like to use mulberries and dates. It gives it that really great oatmeal flavor, and they are fat-free. So I just add that to the top. Other things you can serve it with, definitely with a scoop of banana ice cream on top is my favorite way. I normally add some nutmeg to the banana ice cream, and it's a perfect thing. It goes together. Also, you could add ginger, some vanilla powder when you're making it. That would be excellent as well. I'm actually out of fresh ginger, and I prefer to use fresh instead of the dried kind, so that's why I didn't add it this time. But yeah, so then you get a chunk of apple, make sure you get some crust. So good. So you guys definitely should try this. It's perfect for fall. If you want to show people who aren't raw how great raw food can taste, if you want to incorporate this to your breakfast. This is kind of like my between breakfast and lunch. I had some bananas before I went to the gym, and now this is my treat after the gym. Then I'll be having lunch soon. It's really great. So if you want more recipes like this, you can check out my Tumblr. It's capitalveg.tumblr.com. And I look forward to making more videos. Bye. So I realize now that I cut my head off the entire time that I was filming that, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. It was definitely my first video, and my camera's gotten a little crazy. For some reason it was zoomed in when it wasn't supposed to. So again, make the recipe regardless. It is super good and you won't regret it. Thanks. And last thing, you should definitely drink the juice. I collected it in the bowl. I've almost drank the whole thing. But it's honestly the best apple juice you'll ever try.